dying. This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Show, number where we speak truth to power. And I'm most excited to be with you, my brother, my sister. This is where we never criticize, but if we must criticize, we'll do it on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunman. Today we have a number of issues we want to look at, and I need you to come along as we do the needful. Now the very first story we are looking at is taken from Ghana Web, and it says, my brother, my sister, government procures 12 modern trains from Poland. The government of Ghana has acquired new trains for the country's railway transportation system. Now, the initial batch of 12 contemporary diesel-powered trains is intended for operation on both regional and long-distance lines of Ghana railways. Now, it is anticipated to be delivered from Poland by the middle of the upcoming month. As per information received by Polish website PK, the first vehicle is already undergoing final test at the Pesa factory. The new diesel multiple unit may be on its way to Ghana before the end of this month. Now, the framework contract with the Ghanaian Railways covers 12 diesel multiple units with 10 vehicles being an option for the ordering party. Well, my brother, my sister, now this is what the government of Ghana is saying. Government has procured 12 trains from Poland. 12 trains. Shall we applaud? Now, we certainly need trains in this country. When you go to England, trains form a very big chunk of transportation in that country. When you go to America, it's the same thing. When you go to China, it's the same thing. India is the same thing. But in Ghana, it's only about 1% of transportation via train that is recorded. It's a shame. We will applaud the government of Ghana. Yes, applaud the government of Ghana on this major feat of bringing in trains to be able to deal with our transportation problems. I remember when I was a young student, coming all the way into Accra, following my father, and I saw the winding snake-like serpentine queues that were on the streets of Accra, waiting for trotros, that's public transport, to carry them all the way to their various destinations. I remember sometimes it rained, and some of these people were still in the rain, waiting to get onto the buses. My brother, my sister, these were not government buses. They were individually owned, or better still, private-owned buses. And on arrival to pick the passengers, fisticuffs saluted the entry into the buses. People boxed each other. People had no respect as to whether who was older than the other, whether there were some disabled people or not, physically challenged. No, it was all about the fitted surviving. And it's still the same several years after I decided to stay in Accra. My brother, my sister, the transport situation is still terrible. We are still boxing each other to get into trotros. Some people even enter through windows. We block and beat up old men and women so that the younger ones will get the opportunity. The stronger ones will get the opportunity to lodge themselves first in these moving coffins. My brother, my sister, we all agree that a lot of the trotros in Accra are death traps. Some of them give us tetanus. The moment we get in there and we get cut by the rusted blades in there, some of them, my brother, my sister, tear our clothes anytime we get in there. Sometimes we even pick bed bugs from some of these trotros. Other times, my brother, my sister, if we are lucky not to be cut by these sharp rusted blades or have our clothes torn, we will take a barrage of insults before we arrive home, either from the trotro mate or from fellow passengers. My brother, my sister, it's terrible. Now, if we have trains coming in now to help alleviate the problem, the least we can do is to applaud, right? But let us go into the nitty-gritties of these trains. Where are they coming from? Poland. Is there any reason they are coming from Poland? Can we manufacture trains in Ghana? Why are we unable to manufacture trains several years after independence? Now somebody will say, you are talking about a train. Do we manufacture cars in Ghana? In fact, at least we assemble cars in Ghana. The trains are coming all the way from Poland. How much do they cost? Can somebody tell us? How much do they cost? At what price are they going to be shipped in from all the way Poland? Could we have had these from some other African countries like South Africa or maybe Algeria or Morocco at a cheaper price? Is this the cheapest we can get? Can we have the numbers so that at least we will be able to ascertain exactly whether we have made a good choice or a bad choice? Finally, may I ask, these trains, what are they going to run on? Are they going to run on water? Or they are going to be sky trains? Shall we know? Now from this, we are told that they are going to be running on rails. Now we all know that in Ghana, by the kind courtesy of Cheddar, telling us that he made £1 million from selling scraps, a lot of our rail lines, my brother, my sister, have become scraps for a lot of these scrap boys. We all know that people are now going out there, cutting our rail lines and selling them out to Chinese, right there inside Tema, in the galams, in the scrap yard, for money. How many of them have we fixed? How many of them have we been able to fix? Almost every time we find out that our rail lines are being cut. Some people are even building on railroads. Have we fixed all these? How about the bush that have grown on top of our rail lines? How about trees that are falling on rail lines? Have we been able to check all these things? My brother, or we are waiting for a major accident, then we all start crying that the gods are angry again. May I ask the final question? Why are we getting this during the election year? Is it to win votes? To fool Ghanaians again? Ghanaians are tired of this politicking. Every now and then, my brother, my sister, they work with major projects to be executed during election time. And those projects normally are blackmail tools. They are never completed. In fact, we are virtually told that if we vote them into power, they will complete these projects. We heard about the Tema motorway. Now we hear it's going to be a 10-tire, right? It's going to be a 10-lane motorway in the election year. Now we are hearing that trains are coming in election year. We are hearing that General Hospital has started being built after being abandoned for how many years? All in the election year. Baumia is building AfroTurf in the election year. They are opening up fire service centers. Election year. My brother, my sister. Of course, election year is part of the government's tenure of office. But we have seen too many developments and other such projects done in the election year, and they do not inure to the benefit of Ghanaians. Mahama did it to us. He gave us a sugar factory that never produced a grain of sugar in an election year, hoping that he would be voted back into power. In an election year, we saw how Mahama's NDC was embarking on so much developmental projects. It's almost like saying, let's finish hard. Let us be able to tell these people that we can do it. They just have to vote for us. It's an insult on the integrity of Ghanaians. It's an insult on the integrity of our heritage. It's an insult on our own integrity as a people to have you finally dangle the carrot in front of us, and then you have the ballot paper in the other hand. In other words, eat this carrot and then vote for me. It's an insult. My brother, my sister, until our governments decide that the welfare of the people is a priority and not winning an election, we will continue to have uncompleted projects during election years. And my brother, you'll be shocked how many people will still go out and vote for these last-minute election year projects. You will be shocked, my brother, my sister, how many Ghanaians will see this as, good enough for them to vote for these charlatans, charlatan politicians in power. It's sad. But, Mr. President, we know what we are about, and Ghanaians are becoming wiser. You'll be shocked that Baumia will be the one to commission these ones. Baumia, after busying himself all 7 years commissioning toilets and bathrooms, my brother, my sister, they are now finishing hard by doing last-minute projects. To God be the glory. May posterity judge these people so harshly. Now the next thing I would like to look at, and I need you to come along, man. We have something interesting I want to share with you. And this one I'm reading from Peace FM Online. It says, we can't give you honeymoon. We are already behind as a nation. Lecturer tells Mahama. And I read, Dr. Benjamin Ochre Accra, a governance lecturer, has replied to former president and leader of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama, over his request for a honeymoon if re-elected into government. Dr. Benjamin was speaking at an event. And what did he say? John Mahama addressing attendees at Campus Connect event in Hoy in the Volta region, called on Ghanaians, especially the labor unions, to give him a grace period if he's elected president. This he aims to have in order to put the economy in better shape. Since to him, the ruling NPP has collapsed it. My brother, my sister, I am not so pleased about a honeymoon for a former president who sees the dire need to fix a broken economy. These are times for emergency. This is when the Titanic is sinking to its lowest ebb. Nobody has the luxury for a honeymoon. I didn't expect President Mahama to say this. And if he said it, I want to believe that he said it in a jest. My brother, my sister, at a time like this, people are dying. This government has played the game so dumb. This government has taken Ghanaians for fool. This government is a no good government. This government has failed beyond repair. My brother, my sister, for this emergency that we need, we do not need a honeymoon. We have to touch the ground running with full speed. My brother, my sister, President Mahama was in power. And he did whatever he did. Ghanaians were not excited about it. They sent him home packing. He is seeking to return to power. This is the least he could be telling voters. My brother, my sister, I expect that President Mahama will put away all the jokes and all the jests. We are not joking. We have no time for a circus. It is time for serious business. It is time to face the people with red eyes. This is not time to crack jokes in the circus. It's time to touch the ground running full speed. If you agree with me that many people died even during the re-election of this president, if you agree with me that now they want to even tax electricity, now everything is about tax, and if you agree with me that many more Ghanaians have lost their patriotic value all because of the dirtiness of this government, and you still go out there, you are cracking jokes about a honeymoon. Who did you get married to? Why do you need a honeymoon? Who did you get married to? Is it the economy? Is it Ghana? Is it Nana Akufo-Addo? Is it Baumia? Who did you get married to deserve a honeymoon? My brother, my sister, we got to be very serious about this issue. Mr. President, with all love and respect, former President Mahama, please stay away from these jokes. Ghanaians are not laughing anymore. Ghanaians are not ready to laugh anytime soon until the economy is fixed. You can't see your children dying and you are there laughing like a clown. You can't be there laughing like a clown when your future and the future of your children is nothing but gloomy. You cannot be laughing when the Titanic is sinking. Please, for heaven's sake, I know, Mr. President, sometimes you crack jokes. You try to make light some heavy clouds. This is not time for that. I'll leave it here. Another thing I want to look at so quickly is this one from City Newsroom, and it says, water crisis. Accra's population has outgrown our capacity, and this is Ghana Water Company Limited. I read. Now, the managing director of the Ghana Water Company Limited, GWCL, engineer Dr. Clifford Bremer, has stated that the population of Accra has outgrown the capacity of the water company. Residents in various parts of Accra, including Adenta, Kasua, Weja, and Apapa in La, have voiced concerns about the irregular water supply affecting the communities. The situation, the residents claim, has adversely impacted their daily lives, forcing some to resort to purchasing water from tankers at exorbitant prices. In fact, this morning I had to also get a tanker to bring me water because I've been without water for 3 days now. It's not a good story. My brother, listen to what GWCL is saying. Ghana Water Company Limited, the population of Accra has outgrown our capacity. We are going to applaud for you. Pa, 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 pa. We are applauding you. My brother, it's a curse. The Bible says that in the midst of water, the fool is still thirsty. These are not my words. I didn't write the Bible. My name is not Matthew. Neither is my name Jeremiah. My name is not John. You cannot even call me Zephaniah. No. Or Zachariah. The Bible says in the midst of water, the fool is thirsty. That's what the Bible says. Producer, find me what verse that it's in the Bible. In the midst of water, the fool is thirsty. My brother, we live in a country, when it rains a centimeter of water, we are flooded. The other day there was a huge spillage. People in the Volta region were all crying left, right, and center. Even in the drought, we still have spillages left, right, and center. When it rains a centimeter in Accra, not even a millimeter, centimeter, milli to the active time, millimeter, we are flooded. We are inundated with water. We are blessed with a huge sea. My brother, my sister, we are surrounded by water and water bodies all over. Ghana Water Company Limited says that Accra has outgrown its capacity. What are the water bodies all doing there? When it rains, we are all inundated. What is this capacity? Can the people of Accra drink the whole of the sea? Can't we turn the water, the sea water, into potable water so we can drink? I am so ashamed that some of our engineers, and I'm also so ashamed of this nation, that it is not able to provide capacity to be able to deal with some of these things. You are able to ship in bottled water. My brother, my sister, anywhere you dig in Accra, you are able to find water to drink. Ghana Water Company Limited says, in fact, we can't even produce water to match the capacity. How many people in Accra even drink water from the Ghana Water Company Limited, even though they keep telling us to drink it, it is safe? How many Ghanaians have drunk it and they have run diarrhea from January all the way to December? How many Ghanaians are even comfortable drinking this water? All Ghanaians do with this is to water their gardens, is to wash their plates and cloths. I wonder how many Ghanaians drink tap water in Ghana. It was the same Ghana Water Company Limited that told us that now they use so much chemicals in order to purify the water. Where would the chemicals go? They are still contained in the water, right? So we are drinking more chemicals than water, probably. Please, can we make seawater portable? Some countries are doing it. Can we encourage the borehole system in communities that have no access to water? Instead of buying exorbitant V8s and driving them all over the place and burying people in mansions. Sir John, a thief like that, was buried in a mansion. My brother, my sister, the man who decided to give forest reserves to his relatives. Are we safe? He was buried in a mansion. Let's be serious. What is the population of Accra? Why can't we provide the water for Accra? We have a huge sea there. Deal with the water. We have dams all over the place that are swallowing the people of Fana. Turn it into potable water. Everywhere you dig in Accra, you find water. It's a blessing. And we are still crying that we have no potable water. I leave it here. My brother, my sister, This is what it is. Now I'm going to deal with the next one. Now, when you read the book of Proverbs, you will find that one. It says, in the midst of water, the fool is thirsty. And Buju Banton also captured it in his song. Bob Marley also captured it in his music. A lot of reggae artists did. Now, when you listen to Buju Banton's Destiny, it is in there. And when you listen to Bob Marley's music, you will find it in there. Many other artists. My brother, my sister, let me close on this. Now, over the weekend, Funny Face resurfaced, and it's been captured here by Ghana by the Daily Graphic. And he says, I haven't seen my daughters in 4 years because I'm broke, says Funny Face. And I read, Ghanaian actor and comedian Benson Nana Oduro-Boateng, popularly known as Funny Face, says financial constraints is preventing him from seeing his own children. Now, pouring out his heart in a Facebook post, the cow and chicken actor disclosed that despite his strong desire to visit his daughters, his efforts have been thwarted due to the current financial predicament. It is so unfortunate that in our country we don't take mental health seriously. The other day, Abena Koko was vilified all over the place for going naked, for sleeping with irresponsible men who have no respect for decency. Today is Funny Face. How many people know what it means to say mental health? And when you read comments, oh my God, I can't even repeat them. It's so sad. Sometimes I wish this mental health could be transferred to those insulting these people. My brother, if you can help Funny Face, help him. If you can't, do not insult him. Mental health is not a joke. Sometimes you can spend everything that you have on these people. And those who are even helping, sometimes they are the receiving end, being insulted by these people. I will go into detail tomorrow. I'll look at this story better.